Welcome to the Light Inside Me channel. Today, we're diving deep into a few life-changing insights that can truly reshape how we live, grow, and connect with others. We're exploring the essence of human connection, the power of character, and the true nature of fairness and how all three shape the way we show up in the world. Have you ever wondered why we crave real connection? Why character, not words, is what defines us, or what fairness actually looks like in our modern world? Stick around, because in this episode, we're unpacking all of that and more. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical tools to build stronger relationships, develop a resilient moral compass, and see fairness through a whole new lens. This video continues our self-development series from previous episodes. If you're new here or you've missed a few, don't worry. You can catch up anytime through the playlist linked at the end of this video. These lessons aren't just food for thought. They're a full-spectrum approach to living with clarity, depth, and purpose every single day. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're enjoying the journey so far, give this video a thumbs up and leave a quick "keep it up" in the comments to let us know. All right, let's get into it. Lesson 1: We were made for each other. Your philosophical guide to connection, character, and the quiet strength of being human. All right, folks, let's talk about something as old as humanity itself: connection. And no, we're not talking about your Wi-Fi or your LinkedIn network. We're talking about the kind of connection that makes you feel seen, heard, understood, and truly alive, the deep, human-to-human bond that nourishes the soul. The myth of the lone wolf. We live in a world that glorifies independence. Do it yourself. Pull yourself up. Go it alone. And while self-reliance is important, there's a myth baked into that mentality. The myth that we're supposed to face life alone, but the truth, we're not built that way. As Aristotle put it, man is by nature a social animal. To be cut off from others isn't strength, it's suffering. We're not just individuals, we're part of something bigger. Our well-being isn't just a solo pursuit, it's deeply rooted in the people we walk this life with. Think of humanity like a spider web. Each thread is tied to the next. One ripple affects the entire system, that's us, connected, interwoven, dependent in the best possible way. As the poet John Donne said, "No man is an island. We are each a part of the whole, a piece of something greater." So how do we tap into that truth in a meaningful, grounded way? 5 practices to strengthen human connection. 1. Cultivate empathy. Empathy is the bridge between souls. It's the ability to step into someone else's shoes, not just to understand them intellectually, but to feel what they feel. When we meet others with empathy, walls come down, hearts open, true connection begins. 2. Practice active listening. Listening isn't just hearing, it's being fully present, paying attention not only to words, but to body language, tone, emotion. Ask questions. Reflect what you hear. When people feel heard, they feel valued. 3. Be vulnerable. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage. It's showing up as your real self, even when it's uncomfortable. When we drop the mask, we give others permission to do the same. And that's where real connection happens. 4. Offer support. It's easy to be there when things are good, but true connection shows up when life gets hard. Be the one who listens, the one who stays. Sometimes, just being there is the most powerful thing you can do. 5. Celebrate differences. Connection doesn't mean sameness. In fact, it's our differences that make the world rich and interesting. Celebrate them. Respect perspectives that challenge you. As Voltaire famously said, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." the real-life examples. The community organizer, who builds unity and shared purpose out of diversity. The therapist, who holds space for pain, listens without judgment, and helps others grow. The true friend who shows up no matter what, who listens, supports, and stands beside you when life gets dark. The bottom line: we were made for each other. We were not meant to go through this life alone. When we choose empathy, when we really listen, when we're brave enough to be vulnerable, we tap into the ancient truth that human connection is the foundation of a meaningful life. As Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. So go out there today and make someone feel seen, heard, understood, loved. Because in the end, connection is the light inside us all. Lesson 2. Character is fate. Your moral compass in a world of chaos. All right, folks, let's get into a lesson that might just change the way you see your life. Character is fate. Now, before you roll your eyes and chalk that up to some fortune cookie cliché, stay with me. This isn't about fate in the mystical sense, as if your life were pre-written in the stars. This is about something far more practical, far more powerful: the truth that who you are deep down determines where you're going. The ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca weren't just writing cool-sounding quotes. They believed this to their core. Your character, not your circumstances, not your luck, not your looks, is what shapes your destiny. As Heraclitus said, character is destiny. But what does that mean for us today in a world flooded with noise, pressure, and temptation? Let's break it down. The modern blueprint of character 1. Values. What do you stand for? Are you driven by integrity, compassion, and honesty, or are you chasing status, control, and self-interest? Your values are the foundation. They decide whether your house stands strong in the storm or collapses under pressure. 2. Beliefs. What do you believe about yourself and the world? Do you believe people are inherently good? Do you believe you're capable of growth and change, or do you think the world is ruthless and you have to play dirty to win? Your beliefs shape how you see others and how you treat yourself. 3. Habits. What do you do every day? Do you nurture your mind and body? Do you show up for others, or do you retreat into distractions, excuses, and cycles that slowly pull you away from your potential? Habits are where character is tested, not in speeches, but in repetition. It's the ripple effect. Your character isn't just some abstract idea, it has consequences. Real ones. Your choices ripple out, touching your relationships, your work, your peace of mind. If you're a person of integrity, people trust you. If you're honest, you attract loyalty. If you believe in growth, you'll find opportunity even in failure. But if you're manipulative, selfish, or fearful, that catches up to you too. Bridges burn, doors close, and eventually, you become the architect of your own chaos. How it looks in real life. The honest politician who wins people's trust not through charisma, but through consistency and transparency. The growth-minded entrepreneur who learns, adapts, and turns every setback into a stepping stone. The compassionate friend whose kindness isn't loud, but life-changing. The choice is yours. The best part about character, it's not fixed. You're not born with it fully formed. It's something you build day by day, decision by decision. As philosopher William James said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. You can choose integrity. You can choose courage. You can choose to become someone your future self would be proud of. The bottom line character is fate, not because of some cosmic rule, but because it determines every fork in the road. Your thoughts become actions. Your actions become habits. Your habits become character. And character becomes destiny. So the real question is, who are you becoming by the way you live each day? Lesson 4. Make character your loudest statement. In a world full of noise, let your integrity do the talking. Let's talk about something that outlasts trends, outshines wealth, and outlives status character, not cartoon characters. Not the personal brand kind. We're talking about the real stuff, your integrity, honesty, courage, compassion, and resilience. These are the qualities that define who you are, not just when people are watching, but when no one is. That's where your real story begins. The reputation illusion. We live in an image-obsessed world. We filter our lives for social media. We build personal brands. We strive to be seen as successful, happy, perfect. But here's the truth. Reputation is a reflection. Character is the source. As Emily Dickinson once wrote, "Fame is a fickle food upon a shifting plate. Reputation can vanish in a moment. It's shaped by opinions, rumors, and fleeting trends. Character, on the other hand, is what remains when the applause fades." You're the foundation of character. Character is the bedrock of who you are. It's built from your values, your beliefs, your daily actions. It's how you treat people when there's nothing to gain. It's how you respond to failure, adversity, or temptation. As Immanuel Kant put it in law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. In other words, your intentions matter. Your thoughts matter. Your inner world shapes your outer life. How to build a character that speaks louder than words. 1. Know yourself. What do you truly stand for? What kind of person do you want to be? Spend time in reflection journal. Meditate. Ask hard questions. The more you understand your values, the clearer your path becomes. 2. Choose your actions wisely. Every action is a vote for the person you're becoming. Speak with kindness. Act with courage. Lead with integrity. Words are noise, your behavior is your message. 3. Embrace the tough stuff. Challenges don't destroy character, they reveal it. Every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, more grounded. Lean in. Let the fire forge you. 4. Own your mistakes. We all fall short. What matters is what you do next. Own it. Apologize if you must, and make it right. As Confucius said, the superior man blames himself, the inferior man blames others. 5. Surround yourself with good people. Your circle shapes your character. Choose people who push you to grow, who hold you accountable, and who live with purpose. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. What this looks like in real life. The honest business person, who puts people before profits and builds a legacy of trust. The compassionate leader, who listens, supports, and creates a space where others can thrive. The resilient activist, who keeps showing up even when the odds are stacked high. The bottom line character is your most valuable asset. It's your legacy. It's what people remember when all the noise fades away. So let your actions speak. Let your consistency shine. Let your courage whisper louder than anyone's judgment. As Maya Angelou reminded us, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And character, real, grounded, intentional character is how you make people feel. So go live it. Let your character be the loudest statement you ever make. Be the person you want to be, a bold, philosophical journey to your best self. All right, folks, let's talk about what it really means to become the person you aspire to be. No, this isn't about becoming a movie star or some billionaire influencer unless that's your calling. Of course, this is about something deeper, something real. It's the journey of self-discovery, growth, and stepping into your most authentic, powerful self. Go the fake it till you make it trap. We live in a world obsessed with appearances, Instagram filters, carefully curated personal brands, and polished perfection. But here's the truth, faking it is draining. Pretending to be someone you're not is like wearing a costume that doesn't fit, it weighs you down. Carl Jung nailed it when he said the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. And that's the real quest, not imitation, but self-actualization. Philosophical blueprint for becoming your true self. The ancient Greeks had a concept called eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing. It's about living a good life by cultivating virtue, purpose, and meaning. Aristotle believed we reach fulfillment by developing our potential, our talents, our virtues, our character. This process is what modern thinkers call self-actualization. How to walk that path. 5 core practices. 1. Know thyself. Self-awareness is the beginning of all wisdom. What are your core values? What lights you up? What drains you? What are you naturally gifted at? The more clearly you understand yourself, the more aligned your choices will be with your truth. 2. Aim high. Don't settle for average. Don't settle for. Set bold, meaningful goals. Push yourself, stretch, and grow. As the saying goes, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. 3. Take consistent action. Dreaming won't get you there, doing will. Learn skills, try new things, step outside your comfort zone. As Lao Tzu said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. 4. Embrace failure as a teacher. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a step toward it. Every successful person has failed more than once. As Edison put it, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Own your missteps, learn, adapt, move forward. 5. Choose your circle wisely. The people around you shape who you become. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, uplift you, and challenge you to rise. Jim Rohn said you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Sayawazadobia and the real-world examples of becoming. The career shifter. A burned-out employee quits the 9-to-5 grind to pursue their dream of becoming a full-time photographer. The fitness warrior. Someone tired of self-doubt and poor health commits to transformation, body and mind. The lifelong learner, always curious, always growing, reading, practicing, seeking mentors, becoming sharper every year. The bottom line. Becoming the person you want to be isn't a one-time makeover. It's a lifelong evolution. It's aligning your choices with your deepest values and never giving up on your growth. You don't become someone else, you become more fully you. As Maya Angelou so beautifully put it, nothing can dim the light that shines from within. What's truly impressive? Channel light inside me. All right, folks, let's talk about something real. Something that cuts through the noise of our curated, filtered, social media perfect world. What actually makes a person impressive? We're not talking designer clothes, fast cars, or postcard perfect vacations. That's surface stuff. What's truly impressive, it's the kind of substance that earns real respect. It's the depth of your character, not the depth of your pockets. The bling blind spot. Let's be honest, we live in a world hypnotized by glitz. Every scroll bombards us with status symbols, luxury, and the idea that more equals better. But here's the truth, all that stuff. It fades, it breaks, it loses its shine. And while it might turn heads, it won't build a meaningful life. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor." Let that sink in, the real flex. The ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus weren't dazzled by money or fame. What impressed them inner resilience, self-mastery, living in harmony with virtue. Epictetus put it best. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. So, what is truly impressive? Five quiet superpowers. 1. Integrity, doing the right thing, especially when no one's watching. It's about alignment between what you say and what you do. It's your invisible resume. 2. Compassion. The ability to feel with others, not just for them. As the Dalai Lama said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. 3. Courage. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting despite fear. Like Mandela said, the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. 4. Wisdom. This isn't just book smarts, it's life smarts. It's knowing how much you don't know. It's listening, reflecting, adapting. Socrates nailed it. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. 5. Humility. Arrogance is loud. Humility is powerful in silence. It's knowing your strengths but acknowledging your limits. It's taking feedback and giving credit. How this shows up in real life. The everyday hero, someone who helps a stranger without seeking praise. Who stands up for what's right, even when it's inconvenient. That's impressive. The lifelong learner. Someone who never stops growing. Reading, asking questions. Someone hungry to evolve. That's impressive. The ethical leader, the boss who puts people before profits, who leads with values, not ego. That's impressive. The bottom line. Truly impressive people don't need to shout. Their actions speak volumes. Integrity, compassion, courage, wisdom, humility. These are the things that build a legacy. As Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. So go out there and leave a mark by being deeply human. That's what's truly impressive. How to have a good day. Your philosophical guide to thriving even when life throws lemons. Hey folks, let's talk about what it really means to have a good day. Not just sunshine and good vibes, but the kind of day where you feel centered, productive, and at peace, even when life gets messy. We're not chasing toxic positivity here. We're talking about real tools and timeless wisdom that help you navigate life's chaos with clarity, strength, and even a bit of humor. To the happiness illusion. We often treat happiness like a prize, something we get after we land the job, find the perfect partner, or win the lottery. But that's a trap. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a mindset. It's not about what happens to you, but how you respond. As Viktor Frankl once said, everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. The philosophical toolkit for a good day. Ancient thinkers like the Stoics and Epicureans left behind practical advice on how to build a good life, even in hard times. Here are 5 timeless tools you can use today. 1. Mindfulness. Stay present. Notice your thoughts and feelings without judging them. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Thich Nhat Hanh 2. Gratitude focus on what you do have not what's missing. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Melody Beatty 3. Purpose a clear why can carry you through anyhow. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Nietzsche 4. Resilience bounce back from setbacks. Adapt. Grow. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. 5. Connection. We're wired for community. Prioritize meaningful relationships. Man is by nature a social animal. Aristotle. Real-life applications. Let's look at how these ideas show up in daily life. The morning ritualists, they meditate, journal, or take a quiet moment with coffee. It grounds their day. The gratitude keeper. They jot down 3 things they're grateful for every single day. The purpose-driven professional. Whether they're a teacher, a nurse, or an entrepreneur, they align their work with their core values. The resilient thinker. They don't dwell on failure. They learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. The bottom line. Having a good day isn't about luck. It's a choice. It's about crafting a mindset and building habits that support joy, meaning, and growth even when life gets tough. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So start with today. Take one breath, one action, one connection. That's how good days and good lives are built.